Edochie is an idol. At times we watching how he's watching him, you miss your line. He's an idol. He's a superstar.
Yes, I love that. He's a superstar.
Ibu, he taught me this, a bled memory. Well, after a shooting, wait for the day before you join another set. No, this film is spiritual. There are some who come to the industry to make money.
Okay.
Well, by all means.
Yes, sir.
You go to Babalawo, yeah, give me medicine where I go do piano. Some rub it at their hands.
And okay.
Where they can start shaking you. When they shake me, I say, I just go somewhere, take soap.
And wash off your hand.
Go to what I'm doing.
Continue what you're doing.
Kenneth, Okonkwo, Iyke, they were fighting. I was the Unowu, fighting who would take over from the Igwe. The role of Igwe brings out people.
Yes.
It exposes people to publicity.
Where is the lie?
All right. Welcome to the show, Where is the Lie? Tell us the truth. Today, we are here to bring you a new episode of this particular show. I remain Tio Ezenwa on Action Okwanutio. Now, I'm not going to introduce myself, can also introduce him. So may use your hand, introduce himself. Sir, please, can you tell them your name, sir?
Well, my movie name is OFILI Ugbo. OFILI Ugbo. Popularly known as Papa Ojawa. Some call me Okoman.
Okay.
Some call me Igwe. Depend on the role which they saw me play.
When I talk with you for phone, and the research I made online concerning your age and all that, you look younger than your age and you look so stronger than your age. So I was like, maybe the person where they tell me say I was looking to see person where you stick the worker. So sir, can you kindly tell us the secrets to this healthy life generally?
Yeah, no secret, peculiar secret.
Okay.
To me, there's no particular secret, except that I live a normal life. I prefer those food I eat when I was young, and those drink palm wine, at times beer, but nothing in excess. Moderation.
Moderation.
Whatever I do, moderation. I take cigarettes in moderation. So, and again, God bless him.
Okay.
God will choose that you will join the ancestors at this particular time because of their reincarnation.
Okay. Okay.
So when the time comes, say, come, you go.
Okay. Okay. So what thing I want to add to this is say, because they say normally if person live good life when he was young, say the thing they follow and give am long life and prosperity. So I was like, okay, maybe I'm going to Rokrobia when you were at our own age, like they say, your hand is straight, you know, to get wahala, like they live your life normally.
Nobody is perfect.
Okay.
I did good, I did bad. To be honest.
Yes.
I did good, I did bad. But God is loving.
How and when did you start as an actor?
I've told you I started an actor as 1964. Acting. I was Cassius. Bishop Chukwuka of All Saints Cathedral was Anthony, and Dave Van Yezen of ABS was Cassius.
Okay.
Was Casca me.
Okay.
So I was Cassius, the plotter. He said, so you don't tell. When I left the secondary school, I went to Lagos. I acted with these Lijadu sisters.
Okay.
1966, before the outbreak of war. When we came back during the war, we were just like that, fighting. 1970, I was in Methodist Church. We acted at Presbyterian Church, Enugu.
Okay, sir.
The audience was full. I was a drug baron.
In the movie there?
Yeah, in the movie.
Okay.
And people liked it.
Okay.
Then, when I entered university in 1972, I acted again. But all this at theater.
Under theater acts? Okay.
I started acting after I retired in 2007 when I did King of Kings.
King of Kings. Okay. Okay.
Kenneth, Okonkwo, Iyke, they were fighting. I was the Unowu, fighting who would take over from the Igwe.
Okay.
Dead Igwe still. And after that, people start calling me Even ABS contributed to my popularity because we were doing some shows there.
What else do you do for a living?
I'm not a young man again.
Yes. Okay, can you remind us which particular film that brought you to the limelight?
I can't say this is one, but there are so many. Because in most cases, I'm lucky enough that most of the role they gave me, role for noble character.
Okay.
You see, these producers you see, they are wizards in judging people's character.
Okay.
Immediately I enter Abokowa Park, they read my character and gave me the role.
Okay.
And that role continued repeating itself.
Okay.
Unowu, Igwe, Unowu, Igwe, Unowu, Igwe, until I did the King of Kings under Asiya Unowu, and I did the Painful Soul as a beggar and a king.
Okay.
You see, two characters in one.
Yes, sir.
So, and all that is then Igwe. I became tired of going Igwe. I'm even fighting a way to know if I can study and understand how to do comedy. It's difficult for me.
Okay, can you tell us a bit about the movie? How did you get the role Ojawa?
The role Ojawa is a funny thing. When they gave me the role, I was here, they phoned me and they brought the script. Then we start having payments. At the time I wrote a check returning the artist fee. The PM said you don't do that without telling the director, who is China.
Collins.
China was a very good director. So I said, okay. I took the check and came in my pocket. I went and acted it. And China did me very well. The EP liked me. So drink, they give you drink, food, so made me happy. And calling Wansuka turned my fears into rejoicing. When we started acting it. And then Junior Pope was there, was my in-law. When you come into the set, you feel happy. Everything was moving. People were smiling. No fighting, no quarrel, no bickering.
For as a good actor you are now, how do you know a good director?
I cannot judge a director because I'm not one. I did not go training for director.
No, for an actor now, because of the challenges you have had as an actor who have been in different sets, who have acted, you might have seen different, you might have met different directors.
Many.
And maybe you say, okay,
more than 200.
You say, okay, this one, now the Konya Malifone, maybe let's say this guy don't know.
I cannot judge them.
But from your own perspective now, from the way, from your own training, what will you see in a director and you say, this is what I call a good director?
Well, a director, I know some directors who would like to bring out the best in you. Do you understand? For example, there was a film I was shooting and I couldn't shout. And everybody has been noticing that I'm a soft speaker. I couldn't shout. And one of the directors looked at me. Ubo, you must shout too. I said, how do I manage? He said, give me a bottle of stout.
Okay.
I gave me a bottle of small stout. And everything went off. And I did it very well. They clapped for me. You see what I mean?
Yes, sir.
So he knew that he had a problem and he was looking a way to make me feel it, to solve it better.
Yeah, feel better.
You see?
Okay.
So any director that makes you bring out the best in you. Is a good director.
It's a good director.
But when a director comes on set and start quarreling with you, especially when the camera is before you, start insulting you. To me, if you do that, I'll just ignore you and continue doing quarter because I've made my name. But for other ones, they get angry.
Okay, you just ignore the person because you have made.
I ignore those because I made my name. There was one that was trying to harass me because one reason or the other, I didn't come for his former production. But why I didn't come there was that somebody has promised to pay me 3 times what the man offer. And he has paid 3 times what the man is offering. And I accepted because they are my friends. You're a Nollywood actor, you're a Nollywood director, you invited me for a production, I come. On that day, there was coincidence. I said, wait, let me do that of 60K or 70K first and establish just that day. And now come and do your own and say 20 or 25K. He didn't like it. But after establishing with that of, if I go to that of lower fee, and leave the man who has already paid, where will I get the money to refund? He doesn't want to hear that. It's okay, thank you. So in a subsequent shooting, about a month later, he was still angry with me. I was trying to pet him. He couldn't understand. At the time, I started ignoring him.
Yes.
At times, I said, director, come and show me how I will do it. You know, it's a challenge.
Yes.
The director say, Mr. Ibu, this thing I do, you do it better another way. Say, come and show me that way I would want to do it. And you see, and you know that there was crisis. He came and I said, he did it wrongly. Let me show you how I do it. We started arguing. But everybody can be happy.
Yes.
Then I have to say, Ubo, don't do this thing again. Why did you do this?
From your experience, from what you don't know now, what you don't know for the years where you don't do for Nollywood, what do you think say na him dey cause the downfall of an actor we don't go to a stardom, then suddenly the person fall? For example, you became a star this year, the next month in same year, you became nobody. Nobody is now calling you job. So I think there are some certain things, maybe character, whatever that might cause, because our young ones need to learn this thing. You started movie 1960 something, you came back 1970 something, till now 2025, and you are still there.
Yes.
So there should be something, and people are still calling you.
Destiny and the love God has on you. No, this film is spiritual. There are some who come to the industry to make money, well, by all means.
Yes, sir.
So you need sharp deals, whatever we take producers. As a fellow artist, that thing the other man did, Mr. A did, that make you fall. Mr. B will come and do it and rise.
So, sir, what have been keeping you?
What has been keeping me there? You have to rehearse here. If I take you to my study, see the number of things I've done later.
Yeah.
You have to rehearse your role before your mirror. If you don't do it before your mirror, even when you're on your bed, you have to be focused. You have to be in character. I know some good actors who, before they come into a set, they're already in character. And you see them moving. We copy them. Like this Nkechi Nwaeje. He goes to church, he sweeps the church, he does everything, and say, God, please give me stadium. And the wisdom to manage the stadium.
Chai. Hey.
So you give stadium, and they will know wisdom to manage the stadium before.
Yes, that's the exact question I'm asking. Because I know some people have this stardom, they have the talent, they have everything it takes to get there, but they don't have the knowledge. So that's the reason why I think if we can add more to it or give them advice, because like Ekene now you just said, Ekene so Ekene needs to know that there are some certain things. Okay,
for the young ones, I see what you are going somewhere. You don't want to say it. You see, one is immorality.
Yes. Okay.
But some of us, we look at it as just natural. If you love a girl, a girl loves you, you can still maintain that loving something. But not when you say, give me this before I give you this. It makes it commercial. Even if you go to AGN platform, we are hitting on it. If you're a producer, why do you ask a girl to sleep with a girl before you give her a role? Or you're a girl, why do you tell a producer, I'm ready to work for you at all costs. I'm available. Because you want it, get it. Some come here and tell me. I said, no. You may get it. After a time, when you don't get it again,
collapse.
For some people can't carry a role, but they fight to take a role from you. Because I know one actor, one director, after the casting, I finished casting, he came and saw the guy. He said, no, this man is not good for this. How can you're a good actor, not that I can't carry it, but you're very black. Your wife is yellow, all your children are yellow. You need a husband that is yellow. So, sir, please. And they came to me. I said, because of that, our top 10,000, they say, come and do it. Because the casting, that's what and you Edochie say, hey, this is correct casting. Yes, this is correct.
Sir, is there any role? What's that particular role that you cannot act in Nollywood as an actor, no matter the amount they pay you?
Well, you see, to be a good actor is to do that thing that is contrary to your character and do it well. If there's a role that is against my character and I'm told to do it, I'll do it and I'll do it so well. So I can't reject any role.
Because the reason why I asked you this is that there are some certain people that will say, I cannot act a native doctor, no matter what.
I've acted native doctor now. What is wrong with native doctor?
Some people say after acting that native doctor in a movie, that the thing might affect you after acting.
Oh, that's wrong. When you finish acting a film, you need to stay a day or a day and a half and leave that character.
Okay.
And that character will go off you.
Okay, you need to stay off the screen
for some time. And the character will go off.
Okay.
That is why I say somebody like Ibu, he taught me this, a great memory. Well, after a shooting, it was my son, one of the films. After a shooting of 2, 3, 4 days, wait for the day before you join another set. So the other one will go. But you go to Asaba now, some people will do 2, 3 films at a time. They will do one in the morning, in the afternoon they go, and in the night they go different characters.
After they contradict everything.
But once you enter a character, this is psychology of film acting. Once you enter a character, you may be surprised that if you are really serious in that character, even your children and your family will know that you are not more what you used to be. It's just like a native doctor doing incantation. After a time, the aura will take hold of the situation.
You're a Christian?
Yes, I'm a Christian.
Sir, as a Christian, is it right for a Christian to take the role of a native doctor or a occultist?
What is a native doctor? What is an occultist? It's just a film is dream world. To me, I don't know what others say. It's a dream world.
Okay.
So if you came in to do a lot of native doctor, which I did at Nsuka and other places, even at Ompodia, you do it and do it well. There was a time there was quarrel in this country about Christianity and Islam. First act. I tried to go and know what is Islam.
Okay.
If you come now, I had a Quran given to me by Suleiman Onyama. I go to mosque. You see that there's nothing wrong with this Christianity, only that individual doctrines.
Your individual doctrines.
We all worship one God.
We all worship one
and love. For example, I discovered that Islam is a religion of peace. And during my study, I discovered why God permitted Muhammad, peace be unto his name, to use force to convert people. Because those people were very stubborn. Send them somebody who convert them. And how God went to India and introduced their own religion. So the religion of Indians are different from Christianity, different from Islam and also and China. So,
okay, sir.
God knows everything.
Yeah.
And places you. If you can stay as you are here now, and imagine yourself to be in outer space and look down to see the earth rotating and revolving. You just have to ask, why is that the earth rotates and revolves? 365 days in a year and got 24 hours a day. How? It's a wonderful creation.
Okay, sir.
When you look at the universe. Why is it that men stay in this one? Why can't stay in Jupiter? Why can't stay in Mars? So it's a mystery. God knows everything.
Looking at you and the way you speak, it's the only person I can say, okay, the person why they see for Nollywood, why they see you like na Pete Edochie.
Yes. When I was trying to enter Actors Guild of Nigeria, in the form they say, who do you look for as an idol? Somebody that will inspire you.
Yes, sir.
I wrote Pete Edochie. I told him I wrote Pete Edochie. If I enter a set with Pete Edochie, now you see a different thing once I enter. He likes me because of that. Pete Edochie, and I've been acting like him as a king. Only that, he has a better command of something because it's experience.
His experience, yes. From what you said concerning Pete Edochie, not minding the age. Now you're talking about seniority. Maybe he has done it before you due to experience. When you get to sets, when you people get to sets, and you are there before him, knowing very well that you are older than him. Will you go and bow before him, greet him?
By right, it depends on your character.
Not in the movie. Real
Character in the movie.
Not in the movie.
Character in the movie.
Okay.
Peter Edochie is an idol.
Okay.
So there's nothing prevent is going to say, Ogaragidi.
Yeah.
He makes, he releases tension.
Okay.
And breaks down barriers. So when the camera comes, you see yourself acting normally.
Okay.
You make friends with them, with him. At times you go there, he offer you a beer, offer you cola, crack some jokes. So when the camera comes, everything is called normal. But if you don't talk to each other and the character and the camera comes, at times you be watching how he's watching him, you miss your line. He's an idol. He's a superstar.
Yes, I love that. He's a superstar.
The same thing happened to me when I was acting with Iyke and Kenneth okonkwo.
Okay.
King of Kings. I was scared. In my first major film. They want me to shout and shout and shout. I said, Iyke said, it appears you are soft spoken. I said yes. So if you want to say something repeatedly, say it. As you're saying, raising your voice, raising your gradually. And I did that and I got it. They help you. But if we were not talking to each other, how can he tell me what to do? They will just keep quiet and watch you. Someone like you, Edochie, that I was going bright, best, called me and said, Daddy, Uncle, look at your face. I said, what happened? Go and look at your face in the mirror. So when I came and looked at myself, so I was looking very haggard, looking far older than my age. As I started shaping. So these actors, we help ourselves out of love. Then someone like Kenneth okonkwo, that time, he wanted to stand for Kenneth. I said, no, Daddy, sit down, Uncle, sit down. I said, no, I know I'm superior to you in Nollywood, but sit down because of this. So I sat down, I stopped standing up for them, so we became friends.
I've been seeing you acting like a good father, a good this thing. Is it anything? I've never seen you act wicked person in a movie.
Well, it depends on the director,
the director
and the producer. They know the one that can do easily, naturally. And they know the one that can do, if for example, give me a role that will cost the director one day. And then because you gave me the one that is not I'm not familiar with, it may cost you 2 days. So these producers, they are wise.
They are wise. That they want to say this is where,
and they know your character.
Talking about Nollywood, do you think Nollywood is going high or is coming down from the experience you had 1960s and now? What I'm talking is this story. Normally, our story those days, Ibu, Iyke and Popo, them, people said, okay, this kind of story, we are no longer doing it now. That our story now is just 2 days, 3 days kind of story. Then immediately that the story doesn't have that content we do have there.
And packaging.
And the packaging we do have there. That everything we are now doing now is just sharp. We are running out of time, all those things.
Well, you may be correct. But you know that in that time, we use one camera.
One camera.
But now they use 2. Some will even put something drone on the sky. So taking you at a time. So what you might have cost you 14 days, if you use 2 cameras or 3, it may cost you 7 days.
7 days.
But some people write short stories. Season 1 and season 1 and season 2.
Episode 1,
episode 1, episode 2. Later, some people change it to episode 1, episode 2, 3, 4, 5. Like Ojawa, reach 6. So something that has 6 episodes will take you more time than what has 2 episodes.
Okay.
So now what is popular now, because most of this young people like you,
yes sir,
most of what you do now, you don't have the finance and the resources to carry a production for 2 weeks.
Exactly.
You can't.
Easy open.
There was one I went to at Enugu. Come and see the script. They shot that thing for more than a month, and the man has money.
Okay.
It gives you the best welfare.
Okay.
It's the best hotel. But can you do it?
Exactly.
Can you?
That's the question. Exactly.
So everybody is cutting his coat according to his size.
You have answered my question, sir. Exactly. Everybody is cutting his coat according to his or her size. Have you been to Asaba for movie making?
Why not? That is where I started movie making. I started movie making. I was number 7. Number 7.
Elder number 7 in Asaba.
That is at the beginning.
At the beginning.
That time, Enugu elders were coming to supplement. But the minute I joined, they said, we are complete. Elders are complete. 7 of us.
Okay.
New people started coming in. That time, they look at film acting as ruffians.
Okay.
Never do well. But when I came into the industry, I discovered some people are graduates of theaters. Some are even lecturers. Start coming. And the more they come, the more we discover there are people who are good in the industry. That is why everybody wants to have a go at shooting.
At shooting.
It's becoming popular.
Okay.
You go to Asaba now, before we used to have two location buses, 606. But now they will line up seven at a time, a day, providing employment.
Providing employment for people, exactly. Because I think Nollywood is one of the company that in Nigeria that is producing the highest employment in Nigeria.
Employment, keeping the youth busy.
Yes, that is Nollywood. That is Nollywood for you. That's not so.
And I pray that government to encourage movie production.
I don't see you say you act Igwe movies very well in Nollywood as an actor. So they do Igwe movie very well. This Igwe movie where you done the act for a very long time more, has it brought high of likeness or say people know like say they do Igwe too much?
Who are the people?
Your viewers.
My viewers. As I told you, I'm lucky enough that they give me roles that I will not do anything that is unpopular. But you know that in the industry, I just noticed it too. I don't know whether I'm correct.
Okay.
When you're acting wicked role, you become more popular. Among the viewers, when you start acting, when you start, they know where you're going to end. That's going to end peacefully. But when everybody will be watching to tell how you're going to wicked this man or wicked that man. You see that about it? So it depends on the
colleagues in the elders. Are they angry because you are taking the role of Igwe from them?
I think during our preliminary discussion, I told that the role of Igwe brings out people.
Yes.
It exposes people to publicity.
Okay.
So everybody wants to enjoy it.
Everybody wants to become Igwe in a movie.
It needs to give them popularity. So if you continue to dominate it, you say, my friend, give chance, let me try. It's normal. And if you love yourself, chance, let them try. So
what if the producer say, okay, I don't want another person to try, that is you that want you to try?
And then I'll try. But in most cases, they work with producers so that they will be given chance to act as Igwe. I know some people who have been my bodyguard or my personal assistant in a movie, but he ended up, now you see them as Igwe.
As Igwe.
They increase, they want everyone to grow. The young shall grow. If you are young in the industry, start as a elder 1, elder 2. Eventually, you expect to be called Unowu, to rise to Unowu.
Yes. And
from rising to Unowu, you like to rise as a king. The young shall grow in the industry. Okay. Whether you're of age or in acting, you must grow.
Okay.
I love them to grow.
Right.
So there will be less jealousy.
Sir, the last question, please. What would be your advice to our upcoming actors who are trying to join Nollywood or who have been there trying to get a particular
one advice I'll give as a veteran. When you enter the industry,
okay,
you must be patient.
Okay.
You may work sometimes and they don't pay you.
Okay.
I have something in this village I put in the industry. Once they don't pay them, they say, no, they won't do it again. When you try, you don't succeed. Try. That's how to be patient. And when you are patient, you become persistent. And that is an element of success. Major quality to be a successful man. and focus. Concentrate. If you have an obstacle, that obstacle may be part of your story of success. Don't just say, okay, you lose hope, or you go to Babalawo, give me medicine where I go do piam, I go do this and that. You see them, well, some rub it at their hands,
And they're okay.
when they come and start shaking you, when they shake me, I say, I just go somewhere, take soap,
And wash off your hand.
continue what I'm doing.
Continue what you're doing. You're a strong man.
Yeah,
So they can't do it with everybody.
Okay, strong man. Just I believe in God.
God grace, yes.
God grace. At
Now-
my age, I'm living age of grace. Anything I'm doing in Nollywood
Okay, sir.
is spiritual,
Be spiritual.
because you are assuming a character that was not you.
Okay.
Sometimes you have become bilocal. So you have to bear that in mind and know that film acting is a dream world.
Okay.
Whatever happens after that shooting, it goes. So the best thing you have to do is to show love to your neighbor,
Okay, sir.
to your fellow artists.
Okay, sir.
Try to be compassionate.
Okay, sir.
Try to be helpful.
Yes, sir.
People who are very good at that, I mentioned their name before.
Yes.
Those who helped me to come on. But don't be jealous. Think of God. What is not godly, remove it.
Okay, sir.
And then when you finish, as they said, watch that film, you see something different.
Exactly. Okay, sir.
If you love your neighbor in the industry, you don't need to go behind and take his role. Somebody and say, I'm going to do this job with 5,000. You go and say, I can do it with 2,000. and take the job for
Now
him.
what did they do? Now what did they do? Which is very
That
wrong.
does not show love.
It doesn't show love.
So, be your neighbor's keeper.
When I don't hear waiting, our daddy talk. Thank you for watching this. Don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to like.
Please follow First Mate Multimedia to create happiness in this world.
Thank you.
Where is the lie?
On action, Okwano Tio.